Hello everyone, this is Vicky again, and I would like to welcome you all in my YouTube channel. I would like to draw your attention towards a case study which is about the Australian tourism market. In it, we will discuss the strategy that was taken in the case, and we will also discuss some marketing portion about it, that is segmenting, targeting and positioning, with the help of this case study. This article is about the Australian tourism market, where the ATC, that stands for Australian Tourist Commission, took various steps in order to attract the UK customer in order to enhance its tourism industry. Now let's start with the article. The name of the article I have kept it's Australian tourism market for United Kingdom, because whatever the steps and whatever the strategies has been taken by the Australian Tourism Commission, that was all been targeted to the tourist of the United Kingdom. So before moving into the case, let's have a look over the description portion. You can look here what I have done. I have put it out some points here. Like the first one is, Australia is a desirable holiday destination for UK travelers due to its diversity as a travel destination because of beaches, outback, rainforest, city lifestyle and adventures. So these are those factors which attract the tourist of UK to visit Australia for the tourism purpose. Second point is, this is also the result of the cheap flights and the strength of the pound sterling against the Australian dollar, because if today you look at the currency value of the pound and the Australian dollar, what I can say is 1 pound is equals to 95 rupees and 1 Australian dollar is equals to 50 rupees. So there is almost a difference of half. So that is the reason the tourists of UK find more convenience to visit Australia for tourism purpose. The tourism in the Australia plays a very vital role in its GDP contribution. You can look here. The tourism industry generates more than 250,000 jobs, including both direct and indirect jobs, and it is the 4th largest earner of foreign exchange dollars. This is the reason why tourism is so important for the Australian government, because it plays a vital role and it also contributes a large portion to the GDP of the Australia. As therefore the tourism plays such a role in the economy of Australia, so what Australian government has does, they have set up a separate body who can look into the affairs of tourism in Australia, and that body is known as ATC, Australian Tourist Commission. Objectives of Australian Tourist Commission is to increase the number of visitors to Australia from overseas and to maximize the benefits to Australia from overseas visitors. They try to attract more number of visitors from overseas. They try to take the maximum benefits from those visitors who are coming to visit Australia as a tourist. In order to meet this objective, the ATC provide a range of services, including helping travelers to plan their trip to Australia through the provision of destination information, like various agencies who plan for several tours. With the help of them, they try to attract more tourists over there, and they're also helping businesses to cooperate in mutually supportive tourist ventures, working with a range of partners to convert strong interest levels in visiting Australia into actual travel decisions. So what they do is they work with the various tour operators in various countries, and in this way they bring a number of visitors from overseas to the Australia as a tourist market. Before continuing with the case study, I just want to explain all of you that whatever the context I am going to speak about the today's case, it will be totally related with the UK market. How the Australian Tourist Commission is attracting tourists, attracting visitors from the UK market, what kind of marketing strategies they are using, what kind of marketing mix they are using in order to attract the number of visitors from the UK market. So in this case, we will discuss about the strategies that the Australian Tourist Commissions are using to attract the visitors from the UK. So this case will be totally based on the Australian market attracting UK visitors. So let's start with the strategies what they have used. Let's look into the marketing strategy they are using. The first one is segmentation. So in simple words, I can explain you segmentation like segmentation means subdividing a large homogeneous market into clearly identifiable segment having similar needs, wants, etc. For example, shirt for men. So what the marketer will do, the market will segment the market on the basis of gender, because the men are the person who are going to buy the shirts. So in this way the segmentation plays a role. When it comes to a shirt for men, the segmentation will be based on the basis of gender. Therefore, when the segment will be come for ladies cosmetics which is purchased by the ladies, so over here also the segmentation will be done on the basis of gender. So this is about the segmentation in simple words. Therefore, I have also used some sort of description. You can have a look. I am highlighting it over there. See, it is generally recognized that the marketer cannot develop strategies that appeal to all buyers in all market. A broad sweep to catch all does not work. This is because buyers have different characteristics and needs, as well as different ways of going about buying. Rather than trying to compete with an entire market in broad, unfocused way, organizations have to recognize and identify those market segments that they can best serve. So what the ATC has done in this case, ATC has segmented the market in three types. The first one will be for the independent adventurers who falls between the age bracket of between 25 to 34, and the second will be for young independent travelers who falls between the age bracket of between 18 to 24, and the third will be for independent adventurers who fall between the age bracket of between 45 to 65. Let's discuss about the targeting portion. So what targeting means? In simple words, in this STP strategy, targeting involves evaluating potential and commercial attractiveness for each segment. They select the segment that they will be targeting, marketing to a particular segment of the market group of customers. So that is all about the targeting. Once the segment has been done, they will use several marketing strategy in order to target those segments. They will use a different marketing mix for each segment. So this is how the targeting works, and therefore I have used example of YITs. I am highlighting here. YITs stands for young independent travelers. In this case, I have used an example of YIT in each portion. YITs are typically single students who will make their own travel arrangements. Many are on a gap year and travel either on their own or with the friends. So YIT seeing themselves as a travelers seeking experience rather than as a tourist seeing sites, opting for lower priced products including hostel accommodation, bus passes, sporting activities, and etc. They will mostly visit the Australia market just for having a fun with their friends. That's all. So what the Australian Tourist Commission will do, they will use a separate marketing mix for young independent travelers. And now let's discuss about the positioning part. Positioning means building a brand image in the mind of the customer to form a perception. So this is all about a positioning. In simple words, in short, positioning involves using the marketing mix in a way that takes into the accounts of thoughts, perception of consumers when placing the product in a particular segment of the market. In the instance, the product is Australia and the market is all travel experiences and opportunities open to young independent travelers. So now what the Australian Tourist Commission has done, see, if a young independent traveler will visit Australia, what they will do, they will take the ticket and then they will come to Australia, and after reaching Australia they will book tickets for visiting several places. They will book passes for visiting several forests, beaches, etc. So what the Australian Commission is doing, they are bringing a change with major tour operator partners in the United Kingdom, enticing the young independent travelers to book before they leave. So they are positioning in such a way so that whenever the young independent travelers will visit Australia as a tourist, they will book before they leave their place. So this is how the positioning is going to work in this case. This is about the positioning that what ATC has done for the UK visitors. Let's come into the marketing strategy, what the strategies has been used except STP. So the ATC marketing strategy involve both trade marketing to organization as well as consumer marketing directly to travelers. See what trade marketing involves. Trade marketing involves when Australian Tourist Commission is directly going to work with the tour operators and with the flight operators. So now how they are going to work with the tour operators? What they will do, they will try to work with the tour operators, and they will try to pass on the information to the various visitors who are going to visit the Australia market. They will provide such offers to those people who will visit the tourism market by using a different marketing mix for each segment. So this was all about the trade marketing. Now if we talk about the consumer marketing directly to travelers, that will be done through emails, through websites, through corporate website of the Australia, that is www.atcaustralia.com. so this were the two strategies involved in the case of the Australian Tourist Commission. The first one is trade marketing, and the second one is consumer marketing, that has been made directly to the travelers. Now let's look into the third portion, that is brand Australia. So what Australian Tourist Commission is doing, they are using brand Australia in order to attract and in order to enhance their tourism industry. They are using Australia as a holiday place, as a vacation place, so that the more number of visitors can visit there, and they are usually doing it on the basis of three things. First one is free spirited. You can come to Australia as a tourist, you can visit here various places, and you can feel free, you can feel independent here. Second one is about the colorful. They want to convey about their beaches, outback, rainforest, city lifestyles. So these are the portion of the colorful that they want to convey. And third one is optimistic. So this was all about the Australian Tourist Commission, their marketing strategies they are doing in order to attract more number of visitors from overseas. So this was all about this case. I have used a simple article. So that was for this video, and thanks a lot for watching my video. If you liked it, then please click on the like button, and have a very good day ahead. Thank you.